Welcome to SHA Live. Is May trying to take down SHA? Also defending Princess Spooky Girl, the Prophet, Ray, and the Candyman, MYK, all attacked by this May Noodles. She's still out there, but our little world here is getting smaller. I think only Andy Cruz and I are keeping this universe up. There's more and more out there against. There's evil, and it's strong, man. And we have our righteous. What about you out there now? Are you listening? How about do some feeling? How about do some right? Thumbs up this stream. I don't know if it'll even replay. The forces have gone after SHA, the righteous. This our guy has bought bots and have put bots in the last stream, and he did it to May Noodles and he did it to Andy. Lesser. This guy is known for just being a horrible person who takes down because you can't build up. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. He says he's a businessman. He repairs appliances or some such, but we know you're not successful, because if you were, you'd find a plastic surgeon and do something about that horrendous, smashed in nose. Most people look, average, hardly noticeable. Then there's some people like this our guy who bought the bots to fug up. Just people like me having our word. They want to take away our ability to talk to you kind of direct. Isn't that cool? But they don't want you to listen to me, right? Just like I went on this guy who challenged me. He gets no poon. Because a poon handler just lied, made up. He's done. Most of these people in our universe are like done. And so I thought it'd be interesting. I'll just face you. You lie. And what did he do? He would not let me speak. See, that's all I need. Just to be heard. And like this, our guy buying bots, they want to take away your choice. A lot of it's jealousy. All of it is from people who have failed. Here I am. And I'll get to chat quick, but I want to, these are people in our little world, and it's getting smaller. And depending on what you are interested in, if any of these people interest you, I'll talk on it. But I don't know how long SHA will be here. Who's speaking up to that creep R? And I've had a good run, and thank you for that. I'll keep going, but the bad guys are getting stronger, and I'm not blind. I can't stand alone forever. I'm not arrogant. This is not funny. Like, I sang a song, and people were watching, but no views is watched was happening. Yeah, it ain't me, babe. I was actually thinking, because I love my past. It's so groovy. I was my first girlfriend, Keisha, is black, and man, I really I loved her, and I was thinking, well, what did I do to break us up? And I plugged into that memory, and she was an older lady. I think she was like 16, I was 15. But I think she wanted more. I wanted to, like, not be exclusive. So that's, I related to this Bob Dylan song. Go away from my window, be that your own truth. I'm not the one you want me. I'm not the one you need. Say you're looking for someone. Every week, but I'll wait strong. Check you and teach you whether you are right or wrong. Someone to open each and every door, but it ain't me, babe. No, it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm just I'm different. I'm unique. I'm a star in this little world. Stop. I need the friendly face. So that's it. This might be the final time I, Sam Hill, have the chance to talk to you direct. So there's no link. I invited a couple people if they want only, and they probably won't come up. So David and Goliath, the theme of the last 2 years of SHA. And I had a good time. And sometimes I didn't have a good time, but I'm here. They'll have to drag me, and they will. May Noodles, I believe, has my docs, and that R and other people are working to bring SHA down and your ability to decide for yourself. Because I try to do the right thing. And I try for righteous. But forces of bad, of evil, don't want you to be able to listen to me. And I'm going national too. This Epstein thing, it stinks. It stinks. Why is this Maxwell? Pedo, evil. Maxwell and Epstein. Why was she transferred from a secure prison, pretty bad, to one of the best? One of the best. Something stinks. Let's not, from the small of us to the people, 100,000 subs or more, against what's happening to our country, Mike, MYK. I rolled the dice with this guy, and it rolled out craps or something. It's crap. You get it. You get it. And I wanted him to succeed, but they're going after our freedom, folk. I should have listened. I should have listened to Mike. But Mike would not come up and do the right thing. It's not funny. Mike never came up. And Mike is a good guy. I dig him, but he's not perfect. And he was bribed in a way by, he's a sugar addict. It's out there. It's, he admitted it or something. I don't know. Allegedly, Mike is a sugar junkie. Mike, MYK, is he in chat? Let's find out. And this is like, I'm shooting for 90 minutes, definite under 2 hours. And thank you all for being here. And if you don't like me, that's fine. If you're in chat and ignoring me, that's fine. If you're a junkie legally, don't drive drunk. I welcome all colors. I don't think a frog would comprehend. But coming to an issue before you listening, a lot of you, and this is real life stuff, but who better than me? Trust me. Brutal mafia. I woke up and a couple good people sent me what they said what was a video that showed brutal mafia. Yeah, his real name, according to this video, is Jared David something, you know. And it looks slick, right? And I asked somebody I trust, is that his real name? Because yeah, yeah. And I trust you. Yeah, trust me. And I went to somebody else, one of the few I trust. And you think that's his brutal mafia? Is Jared David Lopez? And That's the name of his wife, and he's a wife beater. And she said no. She said no. That this guy, Brutal Mafia, purposely uh, gave somebody that name. So if the name popped up, uh, they'd know that is Brutal Mafia would know, and I presume Brutally Lauren would know that that person was not to be trusted. But my choice is one person I trust says that's his real name, and the other person says no, it's not. So that's like a real mystery for me at the moment. And I've known these people involved for a long time, and Lauren is one of the couple only I trust. Rachella is one of the only. You see the problem. So if I'm still here, we'll go down that logical road and see if Brutal Mafia's real name is Jared or not. Because at this point, I believe both people, but they both can be wrong or both right, because one or both of them may believe something to be true, and they may have been fooled. It is Brutal Mafia, who I can talk direct to now, and I can talk direct to Lauren. I don't know. Like the biggest, I've said this. If you're groovy enough to have been in the last stream, which the views are frozen, by the way, but oh, what a successful stream. Thank you so much, you guys. If I go out, I'm going out on the top. That last stream, man, I'm like 1/3 through it, and it's building and it's getting better. I think it's still up, but it's weird. The views are frozen. But if this is my final talk to you, so be it. SHA, we go out on the top. I'm proud of a lot of it. Maybe not so proud about some of it. Maybe not so proud of it. Anyway, here I am. SHA, rise up. And when I'm gone, find someone new. Ladies of SHA, I don't know if, I'll see you again. Consuela on the very right, congrats on being a community college teacher. What a fine, yeah, from a tear comes redemption song. You see, that's why I really dig the ladies of SHA. All have sung, well, Trixie. The second, going from right to left, Trixie. I worry about you. A good relationship, you're of legal age, is a good thing, but in a singular way, Trixie. Like even like some nights you're not singular with your embrace of hombres and men. Okay, I'll miss you, ladies of SHA, but I'm proud of you. And you're more popular than me, which I find entertaining, since like I'll never see you any other way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye. I always demand condoms, Tricks. Words of wisdom. Going to chat. Might be the final chat. We were singing, bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye. When I sing, I suspect that I'm being trolled a lot because they say some good things, which I'm not used to. So them kind of liking my singing is suspect. Maybe that's not the healthiest way to think. But my goal has been in singing these songs that these songs relate to me. And just by that factor, the songs, my singing is better than 3.3 out of 100. You see the damage words can do. And this shit happens. She was doing good, but she was cursed by the cruelty of giving my singing 3 out of 3. Now, like she's done, she gets the numbers of Maddie. I'm sorry, Maddie. I like your parody. Okay. Maddie doesn't get that many, like 3 or 4. That shit happens. But I am a believer, but I don't know. Karma. Did Steffi curse Maddie or shit? Maybe. That's a really strange, paranormal. That most of us, I mean, we don't really believe in curses. But whoa. Steffi got mad at May Noodles, like most people. If you're average above, you're gonna get mad at May Noodles, right? Now, you might not be as extreme in your simphood as Tony. Here's a Tony. I mean, he had to wipe his lips after simping metaphorically upon the buttocks of May Noodles. What a simp. And then he broke away. And I thought, all these people are going down in our universe. Tony and I, Abe has quit. Evil Abe has quit. So maybe Tony, the likeness, will rise up where there's plenty of streamers, but not of my tier. And Evil Abe said he's done, and I might be done. There's trouble with views. This are going at me. Wonderful stream and numbers. But during the stream, this creep bots, and whereas maybe 40 people are watching, it was pretty good. 200, 300, 400. What a creep to do that. But it might work. I don't know. Don't scream. Evil is all around us. Where are you, May Noodles, by the way? So, yeah. It ain't me, babe. It is looking back. I wanted more pussy. I mean, I was 15, 16. But I loved her. I did. And things happen. Don't tell Poon Handler. He'll lie about it and laugh about it for years. Andy got pussified. And I've been defending him. And Sue was not as popular as some people might think. And Evil Ape was not a fan and told this is a likeness of Andy Cruz. Check out his stream. Andy Cruz, call it out. He never promotes SHA, but I will still promote. Andy Cruz, call it out. I think only the two of us are left. Only to me. And our look, and I will be going. I'll be going to going back to chat. Look at Anna's Evil Ape. Evil Ape said too toxic. I think Evil Ape met a beautiful Asian woman on SHA. They fell in love. And she said, Evil Ape, enough of the drinking. I'm real. And I think they got together and their parts intermingled in first embrace. And I think they're still together. And now that Ape is in love, found probably his best love, he say, fuck YouTube. Yeah. So no more Evil Ape. And then there's B-subs. Like, right, I'm always wanting to watch and bring up and new streamers. Sometimes I'm just too much for myself. Not usually. Not usually. But yeah. So this ugly guy, but he had a likability named B-Sock, showed up. And I supported him. And then the reveal was, in the beginning, he said, don't like me, I'm a criminal. No, and all the thumbs said, oh, he's joking with it. But he said, he revealed himself to like, I saw him hit his dog once and drive drunk, and he doxed, and he lied about me, and he this B-Socks, we thought he was nice, but the reveal, you dig? The song was played, and B sucks sang it badly. He said he was in combat. He wasn't. He was in the military. So he's still around, but not really. RDA, Rostog Army. Well, the army has lost long ago. And good thing, because the army was rotten and most of all boring. And that's, I tried to attack it. German lady, we went at it. People said, well, fighting, it's good. Keep it on. But then the boredom was too much. And they said, oh, fuck RDA. Let's go check out Sam Hill and laugh at him or something. Yeah. So I used to battle them, and then people in chat said enough. They're nothing. It's like this list of likeness. You got to be something. So no more RDA. There's Brutally Lorne, who has appeared and co-hosted, and she's one of the people I trust. But where has she been? Where is she? So maybe she'll be back. Tony I talked about, Simperoni. So there was something interesting about Simperoni. And there wasn't enough personality to make a judgment like, oh, I found a really good streamer. But he had something about him. Tony Macaroni or some such, the nickname Simperoni was better. Here's a likeness. But how much longer will he last? Because he hooked up with Lemon. Sorry. I mean, why? I mean, I asked him. He couldn't answer. He's been on last stream. He kept coming up and off, and he didn't know. I think, like, maybe I speculate. The Tony Simperoni Dick was saying, I'm tired of give me real puss. And the head, but she's mean and she's old. And yeah, I mean, what do you want me to do? Fly out to Austin, you know? And the Dick probably says, head, living in New York City, the city of 10 million, has not seen you, Tony Simperoni, take care of me, the Simperoni Dick, beyond a hand. So, okay, it's extreme, but so is not giving your penis a natural image. You know, they got to be over 21. You're getting on and legal and consensually, not married. But okay, so I'm coming back from speaking for Tony Simperoni's Dick, but someone's got to speak up for it, because when men, you know, they don't get appropriate pussy, they become simps, and Tony Simperoni became an anus. Is it anus or anus? Who cares? Attached metaphorically to the buttocks, you know, like May's buttocks would be twerking, and Tony would be watching, maybe allegedly, and saying, let me get some between your buttocks, because I'm a simp. And somehow Lemon took the Tony nostrils away from the butthole. The house of butt smell. Isn't that weird that two people in our little world live there? Alex. And where is Alex? Where is missing Alex? Who the fuck would miss that guy, right? Another guy gone. And good. That's a good thing. But anyway, Tony Simperoni listened to his heart, maybe his dick, and flew from New York, and he told us he lives in New York, to Austin. And Lemon has, like, I don't care, but she lives in Texas, right? And they got together, and finally, allegedly, Tony Simperoni Dick rose up. They're both over, 18. Lemon is way, like, multiples over 18. And she wants us to believe, like, she's so much younger than we think. But Lemon herself called Tony a man child. Oh, what an honor. But Tony was so nice to Lemon until she wasn't. And then Tony was up, because all this was played out on air, because we care so much about you in chat. And I am a star, but probably a falling star, because these people are out. Who's going to replace me? Rev? He's in the Tony Simperoni look, only the likeness got better. This Rev, who used to be my co-host, used to be funny, smart with me, got teeth. But I ask you, Creepus Rebus, He's so proud. He put up a picture of his teeth because he thinks he bought the bullshit. The bullshit is that your physicality is more important than your character. But Creepus Rebus is going to find out that now he looks kind of a man with teeth, but hardly a man behind the teeth. More like a pile of manure. Creepus Rebus, you were good with me. Look what's happened to him. So the theme of this is everyone's going away, and you got me for now, but they're going to get me. They're probably going to get me. This may be the, let me get rid of this. Tony, what Tony did, it happened. By the way, SHA is inspired by the spirit of Itzy. Right, Dream? Anyway. It was revealed on SHA in the last 12 hours stream. Tony was tested as a streamer, but as a human being. It helps to be a human being, though you don't have to be. I mean, Alex is still out there. Poon is still out there. But Tony was tested. And what do you think? Grade fail. Because during SHA, Lemon, let me put this civilly. I think, in my opinion, Lemon is a bitch and mean. But her goal, as I call her out on it, man, was to go around these parts and make sure people knew that Tony Simperoni was a piece of crap. And she was doing that, but Tony was still not put away until Lemon came on SHA. And for the third time, this Lemon baited Tony Simperoni. And her intent was to get that Simperoni up there and then annihilate him on air. She's been around the block many times. So many blocks, Lemon forgets the name of the, but she's skilled. And Tony was tested, likeness of Tony, and Simperoni came up, and she was needling, maybe in the spirit of me. I'm good at it, right? And because she wanted to bring out who this guy really was, and I wanted to see if he had the smarts or charisma or guts to be a good streamer, character, freedom. And the answer is no. Tony Simperoni got mad at Lemon, which is easy to do. But Tony Simperoni said to Lemon, I'm contacting your parents, your family. What? Right, you all? Well, I think it turned out that Tony had already contacted in real life, Lemon's sister. And I'm thinking, dude, that's beyond the pale, the Rubicon. The trail of decency, Tony Simperoni crossed it. And if you would cross and go in real life and nasty and mean, you will not last, as the people I'm mentioning have not lasted. May Noodles is still around, looking to kick down. Spooky, who's a wonderful-hearted person, and May is going after the prophet and Rachella, and we'll come back to that question. Is Brutal Mafia Jared or not? Two people I trust. told me two different things. Maybe final SHA. Thanks for checking. Maybe the final SHA out. Finishing with chat. Probably not. How chat? Rebus Creepus, you are not welcome here. So I banned you. I need the true now. Not creeps like Rebus Creepus. One, I believe in little Rebus. 250 episodes. But he was great because of me. We helped each other be great. And we were. And then he fell into a very, 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 very dysfunctional relationship with an older woman, motherly age. And he, nothing, I think it was weird, man. It is weird, man. Look, ever since he's been bitter and mean, and the only people who dig him love other people being embarrassed. Being like you, Becky. Now I see you, Becky. Reba is racist in his words, but most of all, not that good on air. So I wanted, this is a theme that should be running through everyone's adult head. That I'm looking around at my wonderful country and institutions that should not be toady have become toads. Attorney General, Supreme Court, law, you get the drip. And now we have before us the issue of Epstein. Did he actually commit suicide? You want to buy a bridge in Brooklyn? What's the deal with Trump? Why is Trump acting like a guilty person? There's information. And lately, Trump betrayed SHA too, because I'm proud American. But lately, this lady on the right is named Maxwell. You probably recognize her. So she was in this heavy, horrible prison. I think I mentioned this earlier, and got transferred. What's the explanation? Fuck, Mike is right. MYK. All those times I made fun of him. I wish he was a clown. I wish Mike was wrong. And why did it have to be Mike who doesn't come on air at SHA? Serious. Why did that lady get transferred? Because a deal was made. A deal was made. And it's made by number one, our president. And this is a time to be righteous. And I think some people are. But how about what I say is ask the questions and want data to answer those questions. And if there's a convicted child trafficker named Maxwell, who we can say is a convicted of those crimes, why, after she saw the former personal attorney of Donald Trump, why soon after is she transferred? Just going away? Rise up. Now, sometimes getting back to maybe more important matter, Sean comments. Let me get to comments. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, wow. I hope the American people demand answers. Rise up appropriately, legal protest. Rise up. Getting back to chat. I banned Creepers, Rebus. Says up, brother. Go away, Rebus Creepus. And go on Poons or lesser streams. Maybe Andy will let. Andy and I are keeping this place up, in my opinion. Go away, Rebus Creepus. Now he comes with my first name that I gave up long ago because it's Frank DeRose I gave even earlier. I knew my first name. He said, "Oh, I got my Sam Hill's first name," so I just gave it up. It's a common first name. So you don't got me, dummy. Does May? Does she have my docs? Probably. When I go talking to myself in chat, this place goes. There's not that many in it. And I am the star. And Andy's a star. Charlotte's a star. Alex not. May's a star, whether you like her or not. Probably the person who will dox me. And it won't be, oh, I'm May Noodles. It'll be some random, maybe it'll be Kenny. Because I do believe, I've always felt this way, that May Noodles, without consent, behind the scenes at SHA, the stream had ended. She was with Alex, and I had to go. You know the clip I'm talking about? That she knew she and her were alone with Alex. You know the guy who sticks his finger up his butt so he's a real freak. You know that, like, the boyfriend of May Noodles. I'm trying to get back to chat. Let me. May Noodles has gone after. See, I'm rambling a little bit. Sorry, but I only got hour left. Hopefully. Reb is a one-trick pony. Creepus. He just complains, and I've given him many chances. I don't want him here. You take him, Andy, or whomever. Moving on with chat. Let me. Sue, you're not as good looking as May Noodles. So disappointed with Sue. I think she's done, and she didn't hold up, did she? She didn't. Sue did not hold up, and the swatting thing didn't go away. You want it to, but so I have this list of people here. Reb has gone away. Spooky, known to the male populace first by the way she looks, and it's important to her. But this is how I relate to Spooky, and maybe it's not right. When you have an exceptional physical attribute, like my face, you like the attention, but you develop this question. Do they like me more than just the way I look? Or I'm more than the way I look? Twin Towers or not? Tower of Beauties or not? The heart is within the spooky tower. The heart keeps beating, right? And will keep beating, booby or not. See, booby was on my mind, but she turned out to be a great person. Spooky girl. And now she's being attacked by May Noodles. And I don't follow. Why is May Noodles going after Spooky? I mean, I have no idea. What one Spooky is popular and well liked, and younger and prettier and not bloated. And why would May be jealous? Why would May be jealous of an innocent woman? You are now attacking May. Call it out. Call it out. Spooky to me is kind of super sensitive. You might not think that, but there you go. David Folds changed, and I'm going back to chat. David Folds, I did something. Is it beyond the pale? Did I go as far as Poon Handler and wished a grape on somebody? No. David went after me viciously because there was a rogue mod and I took his wrench. And David is a very stubborn person. He wasn't around at the time of Barbara's, but it's my belief he would shout for Barbara's. David Folds, my speculation. And David Folds went after me. I went, whoa, dude, I'm a good guy, Dave. What? Well, you took my wrench. But okay, you took my wrench. And he said, I turned on it. All I did was I took the wrench or something, big deal. And he goes around and he's building his only rep as anti-Sam. But how do you like those anti-Sam people, David Folds? So I said, okay, he never bent the knee like someone earlier, right? So he kept sniping at me. And I went, oh, that's pretty good because I'm pretty tough. So David came back. I said, let's give it another chance. But I even think I gave him a wrench. But if you ever have, what is this? Will David Folds honor the decency or does? Do you, David Folds, harbor resentment? Yeah, now I got to worry because I embarrassed him. So I got all these like people I start out liking, you know, Rev and Russell and HB. And they got all this resentment. All I want is some entertainment up here. And Rev, again, when I'm reading this, I thought I banned him, but we'll see how my eyes are upon you, David Folds. We'll see if he's friend or foe. Resentment stays with some people. We built this city, and see this guy, this chapter here, which may be going down, had nothing to do with Rev, but Rev takes credit. Reva's Creepas. Creepas Reva's. He doesn't have likeness now. That's how much disdain I have for him. He says he built SHA, and my answer is, what does SHA stand for? Sam Hill's America, not Revis's. Someone said, oh, raw. If you want to show support for this creep, RHA. I said, Rivas, what do you think that means? He said, real hairy assholes. And that's a copy off of me. So we built this city. It was a song by Jefferson Starship. He's making the point. He built SHA. He did not. He was my best co-host, but only because I was his co-host. So goodbye, Rivas. Don't come back. Sam. Why is it? I thought I'd bet. Why are you going to stop covering May? I just go where my interest is. He's more interesting. And now, part of the reason I'm doing this is May is attacking Spooky for no reason. She's attacking Shar, probably for a reason. Right, Charlotte? I mean, Charlotte went at her pretty hard. And I think I know why. Because we all have a limit. Even in this swarmy world. My limit is my kids and my wife. People really don't honor the wife. Sometimes the kids. And Charlotte's honorable limit: don't mention her child, especially in the same breath as a slimy, um, sexually deviant person, like not a pervert. And May did. May still brings up Charlotte's child. So who's at fault? It's May. Now, Charlotte sometimes goes too far, but Charlotte's been attacked for years unfairly. You dig? But I call out Charlotte. What did she do? She apologized. That's class. That's the prophet. And so will you all stick up for the prophet when May bedraggles her physicality? Isn't it weird that May calls people fat? And she stole my saying moo or something, and she played it to degrade Lemon. She stole that. She stole that. You stole that. But this is May, and I never really called her a cow, but I call you a catfish. And yet this catfish is calling somebody like the prophet, Charlotte, a cow. Charlotte is very classy and attractive looking platonically. She doesn't present herself like Sue, like, let me put filters on, come get my ass cheeks, Andy. Isn't that weird? And I always gave Sue a pass. But then the swatting and no, Sue, you're fine. But this lady in her 30s, Sue, saucy Sue, made all these videos, but they had filters. And I'm thinking, like, you're attractive, but you're no May Noodles. And I have problems with May Noodles. You're not in the league, in the Association of Good-Looking People, which I've always been a member of. And I've related to some members of it, but it's not you, Sue. Show your buttocks all you want and your dresses that are too tight, and you'll get guys, I guess. But it's not me, babe. Where is that? Go lightly from me, go lightly on the ground. I'm not the one you want, babe. I will only let you down. Say you're looking for someone who will promise never to part, someone to close his eyes for you, someone to close his heart, someone who will die for you more. It ain't me, babe. No, no, no. It ain't me. It might be Andy Cruz. Oh, he got crucified. And Andy Cruz got crucified and pussified, man. And I feel bad. Andy will survive. But Andy Cruz met up with a lady who drove all that way, just like May Noodles went all that way cross country to see these Jews. Isn't it like supposed to be the other way around? Maybe, look, a commonality between Sue and May is desperation. Desperation. And I got some animus towards Sue, but I would defend her too. But Sue, I was watching May, and I was saying this wild, crazy thing, man. I was saying, Alex isn't really good for you. Don't be careful, mate. Don't be with him. She completely ignored me. But Sue did not. Sue said, Sam Hill, shut the fuck up. Why are you coming between? Well, I said, because I'm telling May Noodles that I'm warning her. I know this slimy Alex guy. I've known him. He's not good. It won't end well. And Sue said, well, I'm going to make video after video after video, Sam Hill, showing what a creep you are for coming between two people. But two people, May's fate was predicted by a human brain, mind. But Sue was a tiger and went too far. Sue, yeah, you manipulative piece of shit. Don't call me that. You manipulated when you said somebody swat. Anyway, this early on, I said, Sue, I'm trying to warn May Noodle. Oh, let them play out. Yeah, it played out, resulting, in my view, of criminal activity. When this Alex put his hands and left a bruise. And Alex denied it, but then he said he was caught backstage, like in that clip of the year that May Noodles, I think, clipped. Yeah, you know that one? I think it is the clip of the year because it's funny and sad and revealing. You know the one where I go off and they think they're alone. And they are. I believe they're alone. Whatever May says, is she the pillar of truth? And they're talking. And May had dumped this Alex after he left a bruise. He did. I'll say that for a fact. How big, I don't know. Because Alex admitted it. Now, this is a man, Alex, who's come on air to boast about putting gloved fingers up his rectum to clean it. Freak, right? Just that's enough. And I wanted to help May. I want to help. I'm a helping guy. And she didn't want my help. But then Sue was kicked out, I guess, by Allie. And I didn't necessarily like Sue. I mean, at one point, Sue said my wife should leave me. What? What? My wife is not around to hear that. She was the other day. Like, Putin was saying, oh, your wife don't. My wife was hearing this, and she went and she told Putin to fuck off. My wife was really, Putin can do that. He's whore. He's a whore show. He's a nothing. He's a has-been. He's a liar. Speaking of liars, so I became Team Sue, not because I like Sue necessarily, but because May was piling on. And anyway, back to chat. I ramble. Sue me. Who are you, Steffi? Steffi said you made fun of me, Sam. I'm going to sue you. She had the funds to get me in court. These people. Steffi, that's what she wants to sue me. Like I've done something wrong. But she's the one on air. It was Steffi, Alex's girlfriend, went to Evil Abe and gave him money. And she talked dirty to Abe, which somehow got out. We've all seen. And then she went to Poon, and they did things. So sue me. It's not as if you're Mother Teresa, or maybe that's a bad example based on Hitchens' book. Anyway, Steffi, who are you? And then I thought, well, someone said she can get you in court, maybe. And okay, I'll go see my family, who's back east, and I'll have fun. But still, I don't want to be sued. But Alex and Steffi, what is it, like fungus and poop together? It just stinks. It's worse than butt smell, though maybe not for Alex because he's part of the stink. Anyway, David Foles did not bend the knee, but he may betray me again. Be careful of David Foles. Nobody cares, Jason. So now this is Rebus Creepus putting out my name may be Jason. Jason. Okay. Which one are them? What? Yeah, Vince was on, and I was the last stream. Like we were fine, and all of a sudden Vince turned on me, and who's his name? The guy been in the military, Jason X, more like Jason C for cunt. But we were fine, and then for some reason he wanted metaphorically like stick up for the rectum power of Viz. And toward the end of that stream, we were fighting. What happened? So Viz, he used to be better. That's why he's probably coming to SHA, because his views went away. Whoa. Thank you, 40 people watching. That's a lot for me. Riley has here's my theory on bots. Now, I'm just speculating, but I think if Riley bought the bots, he snuck in through clicking the link. So based on that so far, no bot views, meaning from Raleigh. But I can give, like, I think Lauren I would have sent in private, but less than 1 hour now. And I'm going through chat, and I'm also going through a list of people you might know and don't want to know. So Spooky is cool. Shar is a prophet. Sue is diminished. She says she don't want back. I don't see a lot of people saying, oh, I want Sue back. And by the way, I was talking about in the past the clip of the year. So I think May was recording when he thought Alex thought he was alone with Sue, and I think they were. And Alex starts crying, saying he missed her. Sue. And this was recorded. And I think May Noodles knew, because her response was compassionate and nice. What? That's not the May I know. So it happened on SHA. I own it, but I don't care. I'll be gone soon, right? How many people are you going to remember me? Chris, my bad. Now it is my first name, but if it comes to identification, I won't tell you. So it might be Chris. It might not. Whatever. I do think I've said a number of times. I don't know how to say this, because don't believe anything I'm going to say. All right. But I don't have hubris. I've been trying not to be doxxed, right? And not wanting friends here is help, but I thought maybe I'd make a mistake, mention something, and I have. But like Brittle Mafia isn't that smart. He's more obsessed than smart, but he's no dummy. So, but I was doing this stupid stream, and an earthquake was taking place, and anybody could locate it. And my hometown, it happened. An earthquake is probably going to be responsible for. Has Riley come in here? I usually don't get. Excuse me. I think Raleigh might be at work somehow, because I usually don't get 79 views, right? Okay, he's gotten in here. I'm not getting 90 views. Brilly Lauren, he's fucking up these streams. Why don't people call this Riley guy out? Why don't you call? There's not 94, and it fucks up the algorithm. Probably fucked up the view numbers later on. This is again a guy who's fucking around with a small streamer me. Why not? Because you got nothing. And I call on people like Lauren and people like Spooky to call out this guy now through bots, which are illegal. Because I read up on bots a little bit, that the person doing it should have or could have their own channel deleted and should. That's something I do support. Generally, I don't. 1 hour into this, Riley Ice, I think, I'm not saying 100%, but this guy has said that he bought views before. This guy has taken down the channel, and he's got nothing. In real life, he got the smashed up, ugly face. Now, if he was a cool guy, I'd talk to him, but he's not. He's as ugly inside as he is outside. 90% of my viewers probably right now are bots, dummy. Rebus Creepus is no longer draw. Raw. I plan on going no longer than 2 hours. And I'm going through chat now. And no, there aren't that many, 147 people watching. Probably like 40. That's it. Now, I haven't spent much time on SHA. I'll go through quickly. The names of the people who have gone away are not as good. Shift Happens is a nut. Pone Handler has gone away as a serious streamer a long time ago. This not a lay pervert is trying to come back now. Be alert. Talk to Charlotte. He's horrible. Ellie tried to be a presence. From the beginning, I just don't think she is. Not that many people care. Foreman is part of our little world, and he'll stay because he'll go on air with 7 views. At one point, he seemed to be doing better, but Foreman, it's like, this seems ridiculously easy how I do it, but it's not, and only a few people can be stars, and Foreman wants to be a star, but he just don't got it. Hostbuster was great with me, and he's done. And he turned out to have a more interesting life than what he told me. This guy, Hostbuster, turned out to be a swinger, and he was sexing with Lemonade. And anyway, Hacks is a Jimmer simp who tried to, or is still having, his own little channel. But after so long, people are telling the truth by not showing up. Hacks is another bitter, nothing person. Unlike Jabber, Deluge, and Booth or something, that other one who talks how horrible May is actually talented. It might be one lady or 2 or 3, but yeah, I support Jabber. Hacks is just a nothing. Like who would I said you're obsessional, and he talks about Jimmer for 2-3 years. Then he said, "Oh, I'm not obsessional." Who would do that? Just a creepy guy with nothing, and he's not good on air. He's not good in chat, and he's very, very third. I've checked it out because he's gone at me. I will stop before 2 hours. But Riley or whomever is throwing bots there to fug up the stream. I have a feeling I'll be here in 7 years. I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow morning because these people just full on dementia. That's why you were with me for 250 streams. This is Rev, just with his bitter, because he's a nothing. He always isn't good enough to have his own stream. He needs me. He loves me. Go away. I never liked you that much. Little bit. It must get really lonely. This is basically, well, I haven't been on for a while. This is basically his alternative from intensive care senior home. Well, I'm smarter and wittier, and I can go hours than most people, dummy. So you're just bitter. Let's see people like this trolling. You're only a troll. Hang on. How's my audio? Evil Abe said he's done. Whoa, that's not good, right? That ain't good, folk. One of my favorites, Evil Abe, unless he changed his mind, said he wants no more part of YouTube. It's too toxic. Well, also, you used to get a lot more views. Views do kind of show popularity. That's what happened to Poon Handler. There's something you don't cross. And after Poon Handler wished great by changing the word on it, his views went down. Who can really defend that? So there is going too far. Has May gone too far? Strangely, no. Does she have my docs? Maybe that would be too far. Sam Hill's dad's shattered crate. Well, dude, but you're using my name. If you have to use my name. Rev, he was more interested in sewing and ballet. I like ballet. I wish I could sew. Sometimes I could have sewed my own stitches. I tried my damnedest. Believe you me. Yeah, we're gonna believe you. I am a star in our little community. And fallen star. People are after me. They're not being kosher. I thought a show with Betty talking about kosher, which is Jewish, would be interesting because I'm not Jewish, but I'm pro-Israel, and Betty is very anti-Israel. So that's the show I'd want to do, but I don't know if we'll. SHA, rise up. I have this guy. If you use me in your name, you're parasiting off of me. I'm talking about Sam Hill's dad's shattered crane. It didn't shatter anything. He was fine. He had a small concussion. They had to say that. Katiana, nice to see you. I'm finishing up reading the comments. I am but the hollow skull of your late father. But I request you unban him. I think God did that, but hopefully he's not banned from heaven. That's a different subject. You want to go to sewing? Is that how low? That's all you got on me? I like cardigans. They're like the sweaters, aren't they? I don't have dentures. I have a gap in my tooth I didn't care about. And if I was younger, say 20s, even 30s, I $2,000 to get an implant. But I don't have dentures. Don't rush me, dummy. What I have a couple new pictures. Here's laughing, right? Laughing. I haven't seen or heard this stream, by the way. Well, you let yourself just go a little bit. I'm not a professional. Maybe hit the thumbs up. I'm nearly done. I'm not going more than 2 hours. I intentionally didn't put up a link. I thought it would stop this R guy that he had to press a link to buy bots, which is happening now, but that's not true because this R guy, scummy guy, it's messing up the stream. 191 people are not watching. 100 people are not watching. If I had to guess, 40. So that's all. Will the views be unfrozen on this one? Maybe not. So I'll keep doing it, even with rising numbers, which the last stream was getting till it was frozen. It's like these people are disappearing, but Andy and I are keeping. SHA's done really, really well. We're really well. So because people trust me and come here, I think, and I interview well. And I'm cool, and it's done really well. So thank you, former guest. Who else did I want to talk about? This our guy, he's part of Poons. Poons is done. Wendy V's come up before, but where's she? She could have been great with me. There's another lady from New Zealand who I was interested in. What happens is they're new. You watch them for a while, And now this person in Australia is just hate, hate, hate. There's enough hate mongers. And that's what happened to GL hair puller. Never went anywhere. Not like SHA's been slowly like grooving, man. And thank you very much. And if it's taken down, I leave on a high note. Well, I started out on a high note, but it's worn off. Jackson used to come up, no longer. So most of these people are gone. Now they're a clone. Sam Hill's shattered. But I'm a star. You see how like people try to go at me. They go at me, right? Be funny. I'm the best in chat. I'm down to. I'd rather you got plastered. I've only been drunk once or twice, but I'd be willing. Why do you hide me? For reasons. Your father won't appreciate that. My father's, you think he's in heaven giving this attention. All that way. It's probably not worth it if you're a few miles away, maybe. Calling him up right now. You appealed. Well, I guess he won. You got better than my appeal. Trying to do an anti-war stream. They got struck. No link. I said if Lauren wants to come up, haven't heard from her, but that's it. Brutal Mafia, those two, I think. Everyone else, it's just me for now. Maybe the last. Maybe I end. I started this solo, kind of like the death process, metaphorically. Brutal. There'll be no fighting. I'm the only one today. This is just me and chat. Hey, MYK. Never really came. 2 years ago he came up. So Mike, I'll bring this back. Mike allegedly likes sugar too much. It's really like a strong physiological urge. So he got mad at me. And Andy Cruz just happened to send Mike world famous sugar. There's nothing funny about this. World famous sugar. And instead of coming on SHA, because I've been Mike's, MYK's, his dancing monkey for years. Instead of coming on air, he went to Andy Cruz. Mike went to Andy Cruz, went on air, I think to complain about me. I forget. Rev, you're supposed to be banned. Sam Hill American Brutal is hiding people. Well, most people have wrenches. So who's he hiding? If you're lying, the mod should remove this person, right? We don't want liars. We're not Poon Handler. It would want to be. It's okay, Brutal. You'll find your niche. I'm thinking the post-menopausal community. And if anybody reminds me of a used tampon, Rev, if it fits, stick it up your bitter, lonely, unfunny ass. There he is, Creepus Rebus. He got banned, but he got all these outs. Ouch. Here's an. Am I done yet? I can leave early, Let's see. I will keep going until it's 2 hours. So again, I'm just trying to be witty with chat, but I need witty people too, not witless. Talking about witless, done. I was saying that sometimes in plastic surgery, people think, let's say they got an ugly nose. So they go fix the nose. They get attention. But then the attention goes away because I don't care that much about Rev not having teeth, really. Obviously, because I was on with him for 10 So Rev got dentures, and he thinks his life will change. Even though he's a horrible human being, thinks his life will change. Thinks the The moon is made out of cheese, right? Cheese. So poor Rebus, poor Tony, all these failures. Can somebody succeed? So I have somebody to watch. I've tried. This AC and the Hangout shows. I'm just Hangout. No, I'm a part. That's why I'm a star. As long freedom. I talked about Keisha. The process of singing. It's more about the song. I know Reb's a better singer, but a song is emotional if you do it right. And it ain't me, babe, because I didn't understand why I was really breaking up with her. I mean, she was a star, right? She was a year above me, really known throughout the school as an artist. Beautiful, nice, knew her family. And yet, I chose blonde, so to speak. But I talked myself into dealing with, like, maybe it's a great memory that if we had continued, we would have broken up. But who knows? Right? I've learned through talking that a lot of these breakups are based on me being selfish. Is that awareness? I don't know. I'd kind of like to be like 30, but I don't think under that age. I think 30 is great because you're trying to prove yourself. Even though I was in college most of my 20s, so I'm fine now. But I actually was thinking, if I got a chance, something happened to me that is so human, so I could pontificate about the human condition. And it happened to me, and I try to make fun of it. But at its base, this procedure I went through was you have to talk about it clinically because it's too shitty, crudely, but literally, but I guess it concerns the butt. There's diseases that run in families, I think, and one is someone just died at a young age in his 40s of colon cancer. So of course my mom is on my case. You know, it's in your family. Yeah, but mom, you're talking about they're going to stick a camera up my butt. I don't want that. I mean, a lot of people here are in anal or gloves up your. I really believe. Do you disagree with me that the butt, nature made it for elimination, not inclusion, right? But things go out of the butt, should not go up the butt, especially a camera. I want no, and the image like goes onto a monitor, and no, I mean it sounds. My mom said, "Well, they knock you out." Now I was kind of warming. I mean, at least because in the past when I'm knocked out with propofol, it gives a really good restful sleep, and that's probably what happened with Michael Jackson. So, but it's one of those things that the body, like, to keep healthy, you gotta be like, do whatever you can, especially the butthole, because I mean, I've thought about, when you hear about young cancer death, I mean, I'm thinking I'd rather go out with cancer of the finger than the colon or the butthole, right? I mean, it's something I laugh at when people talk about it, older people, but then if you read up on it, it's something that if it runs in your family, you should have done, before the normal age. And it's something that if you do it and you got the cancer, like it'll prevent it or something. But if you got the cancer, if you talk about degrading aesthetically, right? If you got the asshole cancer, it's an uncomfortable app. It's like, it's not only a diaper, but if something goes wrong, they fit you with some kind of colostomy bag, and it sounds gross. And the poop come out so it's a scare tactic to get people to have the camera up the butt. But it worked. It worked because here's my strategy. What? Okay, Mama, you're right. And you look on the internet. So if it runs in your family, I haven't. So my strategy was to not have this camera up the butt, and it had a preparation too that I'll talk about in a minute. My strategy was that I'll put it off so long that it won't be part of my world, right? Have you all done that? I got it. I went to college. I got those degrees. I don't want to have it done. So I'll phone up. Hey, Sprout, I made the appointment. She said, oh, a couple weeks. I said, how about a couple months? Oh, sure. Couple months. And I made it. I wanted my best friend to take me. He lives in Hollywood, and he got to drive all that way. 2 months, right? And time went quick. Time went quick, motherfucker. And so I think it's called like a colonoscopy. Even the name is dreadful, right? Scope up your anus. No. Now, some of you, I don't know, would Alex like that? It's an expensive, if it's sexy for Alex, it's really expensive, so probably not. But the idea is strangely the same, that something goes up your rectum. Now, some people, now if you're gay, I think it's appropriate, and I won't put that down, though I wouldn't want to do it. But if you're not gay, but even if you're gay, I gotta admit, because I don't do able. There's Jabber. I promo. Jabber is one of the few people I promo. 9 bad things about me, but then Jabber showed my true hair color. So I said, go after other people. That might not be working because Jabber goes after May Noodles, but actually Jabber. It might not bring the views, but I'm really interested in the people you go after. There might be 3 ladies. There might be 1 lady, not more than 1 asshole. And that's bringing me back to this medical procedure. Really aesthetic, how I look, how I think about my body has always been a big deal to me, you know. But then you go in the hospital and forget about it. Just lay there, motherfucker, like a piece of meat and smile. But don't complain because they got needles. They stick things up you. So, but this was like my call. I could have waited another 2 years. But my mama, and then she said, just look on the internet. And it's terrible. Like, if you don't have it done, you could later on, you could get it, and it's bad news. But it's like, it's one of those deals. We agree to be gross because forget human aesthetic standards, the Greek Empire, Roman Empire, art. It's there's gross parts aesthetically to the human body. And so strangely enough, time went really quick. And then I said, I heard you got to drink all this icky stuff. Someone said, well, if you pay $60, they'll give you less. So it's still like half a gallon of icky stuff You got to drink on 2 occasions. And I mean, I bought wine like for $30, and it wasn't good enough that I want to drink it. So I'm a bit of a snob like that. But so you drink this stuff to make you poop. And when you read about drinking this stuff, it can be like a travel guide. Like they say, bring a book. Bring a book to where? Well, you find out where. Discovered territory is a toilet seat. You get the idea. So I kept telling myself, think positive. Like you have a beautiful inside, and now they're cleaning it out like a beautiful car, right? But it's still the butthole. I mean, it's gross. I mean, so I want to talk about that just because I went through it. And some of you, like MYK, you should have it done because you take all that sugar. And I think the sugar messes up your organs. So if you would, please remind MYK to see I don't even know what they're called. It's a special butthole doctor. What are they called? Becky would know. And let us support MYK having the camera rammed up your sugar-filled butthole to prevent you getting cancer. All right, Mike? Mike, MYK, does not want to appear on the camera for SHA, but maybe the camera going through your right. And I'll describe it if I'm still on later, another scene. But one final thing, and then I'll finish. Go to chat. When you're done, they give you pictures. And I'm fucking thinking, pictures. You think it's pictures of your rectum. I'm not. What do you do with those pictures? What, blow it up and put it over the fireplace? Fuck. It looks like a tunnel, rectum. I don't. These pictures. Where do I'm not going to show them to anybody. Loser. Jihadists, anti-Americans are losers. Or should win, will lose. Don't go against America, dummy. I'll finish, but the propofol was really cool, and the people were nice. But I made it for 1:00 because I figured my friend will come all the way out from Hollywood, and then later on he can get back. But because I made it 1:00, it was their lunchtime. So they got back after 1:00, but 2 of the nurses had bad breath. Bad breath. I mean, I'm going in, maybe if they find something, they'll save my life. But my focus was their breath bothered me, which is so ridiculous. That was my thought process. Not that I was going to be put under. And I mean, what if I woke up with a bag over my belly button with shit? I mean, you don't know. But maybe that's on purpose. But the breath really bothered me. I mean, looking back on it, the prep was bothersome, but the actual, I can't really remember it. You all been in operations? There's a period of time when I came to, I don't remember. I mean, my butt was fine. A nurse called the day after. Is your okay? Because sometimes my butt's fine. It's like my butt had no problem, but it had a camera up it. I got the pictures to prove it. So I was going to talk like that. It's funny somehow if you can look at it that way, because I was fine. My butt was fine. I got the pictures to prove it, but I'm not going to put it online. I mean, there's some darker images I don't want to know about, but Charlotte showed up, and I got a few minutes. I want to talk about. There's really something that happened in our little world, really, that I've talked about. Andy talked about. That's water. Brutal Mafia has been a part of our little world for years, maybe 5, 6 for me. He's a force. Sometimes you like what he does, like when he took down a criminal. Sometimes you don't, like when he goes after Shelley's sister, mentioning, and that's Brutal Mafia, and that's why I'm always mixed. So I got 10 minutes to cover this. No one knows who Brutal Mafia is, like me, right? But then he got involved. And we only know this because they talked about it just a little bit on air. So Rachella, who is one person, along with Lauren, I believe, got into an on-air something with Brutal Mafia, right? And then they broke up and they didn't talk much. But out of the blue, kind of, 2 or 3 people, sincere, told me that a video had been put out there saying that Brutal Mafia's real name is Jared. And it presented like a criminal record and blah, blah, blah. That looked pretty slick. And I believed it for a minute until I thought about it. And I still have this unanswered question. If that's his real name, why isn't there a mugshot? Because it's foul what they allege, the people who did it or the person. They alleged that he was convicted of wife beating. Well, if that's the case, there would have been a mugshot. So the woman he was with, righteous Rachella, said that's him. But he said, and on SHA with Burley Lauren, that they never met. And he, Brutal Mafia, purposely told the woman that his name is Jared. So that's a tough one. I believe Rachella, who said it's his name. I believe Lauren, because she's never lied. So if it's true that his name is not Jared, then he purposely, as he says, I think, gave her a phony name. So that's how calculating he is. But I don't think they have met. So I think Rachella believes it to be Brutal Mafia's real name. And I think she's telling the truth from her view. And Lauren believes Brutal Mafia because no one's ever met. So it comes down to credibility, right? And that's where it is. I think it's a mystery. To me, it could go either way. If someone says that's his real name, okay. And then someone says, no, he just told. He said, because he can be very calculating. So I guess we'll find out. That's real. That intruded on real life. Thank you, Spooky. See, more people should be like Spooky. Let me hear the good part, especially you might not get to hear from me again. This might be it. You see what the botters have done. There's not 217. There's not 100. It's probably under, but they're messing with SHA. And probably on if I keep this on replay, there'll be no place to put thumbs up or something. But so be it. I had, when the numbers were real and not fugged up by, I think, this R guy, they were good. So thank you. I'm finishing. I need to finish by thanking chat. Thank you, Karina. Karina has her own deal going on. Karina has always told the truth to me. And Karina, I believe, has been falsely accused by May Noodles. By May Noodles. She keeps bringing up this lady, but between the two, will you believe Karina or May Noodles? And I told May Noodles, that's why I can't trust you, May Noodles. May Noodles put up the town I live in, maybe. Why is she doing that? She's trying to intimidate me, and it hasn't worked. So when I see fucked up shit from ugly looking short guy taking down channels and wreaking havoc, this guy is a friend, according to me. This guy buying bots and trying to fuck up this channel and Andy's channel. May Noodles has modded the guy who I think is doing this. May Noodles has modded the guy doing this. So someone said May doesn't really dislike me. I think that's true. I think she's going to put what she believes to be the good of her stream maybe first. Ironically, it's not. Because if she acted in a manner, say like Charlotte or Princess Spooky or Kat or Katiana or Red Sauce, her stream would be doing pretty good. But she listens to the wrong people. And Brutal Mafia, would you recommend Brutal Mafia for being her closest person now? Really? People are already looking forward to the future, though I may not be here. When Brutal Mafia falls out with May Noodles, why? Because she falls out with everybody. So, do I want that? No. I think influence of Brutal Mafia is better than some of the people she's had. I think Lauren is the way to redemption song for May Noodles. Because Lauren is like a cleansing in a way. Lauren is just so normal and good, not perfect, but good. So we'll see. I didn't see all of May's stream. I just saw the part she went after unfairly, Rachella. So unfairly, she went after Princess Spooky. Are you obviously jealous in my mind of Spooky, the way she looks? But why don't you be jealous of her heart? Because Spooky has a compassionate heart. Is doxing even a crime? Don't know. I'm not letting people up. Reb is banned. I don't even want him in chat. I'm serious. I'm done with him. Brutal Mafia. Bring him up on May Noodles. May Noodles was actually good to Reb, and Reb came up, I think, on SHA or someplace and just degraded her. Because Reb doesn't like himself. Why would he? Why would he, really? Oh, he got teeth. Yeah, but there should be a brain behind the teeth. And it's a bitter and lonely and uncreative one. We don't know his height. Like, we communicate now. But I said to him, it seemed like he was being real honest. I said, dude, I can't believe anything you say. Because he's been a bullshitter. Do you know much about him? I don't really. I know what he said. He's kind of like Vids. I like the people who put themselves out there, like me, like Charlotte, like Spooky. If they can't control you, they will destroy you. People don't know that. Well, I think Charlotte the Prophet is an intellectual. Some people read books. Most don't. But the people who read are always invigorated by different ideas. And Charlotte is a reader. Now, her intellectualism doesn't go to calling May Noodles an uncle fucker. Sorry, that's what she said. But she's authentic. So Charlotte is smart, but she's also emotional. There she is. Princess Spooky. 10 more minutes. Sam Hill's dad's shattered cranium. Are you like an alt? RHA, as I've said, real hairy assholes. And Reb was set up to be a really good streamer, but he sabotages himself. And he told us, you see, I listened. He told us he had been in special ed class for oppositional disorder. That was a real disorder. They might call it something else, but that's Rev. So Rev would build wonderful presence on SHA and then fuck it up, or be with FOD and fuck it up. He got oppositional disorder. He should be in therapy. Instead, he's in taking advantage, being parasitical, unkind, racially talking about the N-word. Just a piece of crud. Rise up. David, and thank you for, David went hard at me. I don't think David went low. I don't think David brought up kids or anything. So I kind of respected David Foltz. Who else? I'm talking about our little, I really don't want to, every time I go over the place, I don't care. I go to like this AC and he takes $5 to humiliate. I don't like the hangout. I'll hang out with my own buds or my fat. You get it? Like up the stream. See, that is a supportive mod. If you listen to me, laughed at me, laughed with me, thumbs up. You might not be able to if I keep this stream up. I actually have, we went over 1,600. SHA, the guests were a big part of it. And it stopped right before 1,600, which is one of the best numbers of the year, but it's one of the best streams of the year. It took a while. I'm now at the part of Lemonade and Tony. It's getting good. So you'll still watch it. Yeah, the stream won't get credit for it. But what can I do? Come with me. We'll see what happens. So your input is right now. Thumbs up. Sub. Most of the people are not new. Like I say, most of the people in our world, it's getting smaller. So I appreciate 40 people. I just went through a list of people. Most people are gone. I think Andy and I are maybe the only decent people, talented people left. Who else? Abe's gone. Epstein. It's not only Epstein, Charlotte. I'm looking, and this guy, I think it was a woman, was in charge of data for business growth. So she came out with a report that wasn't good politically for Trump, and he fired her. So it's hyperbolic, it seems, to say that the mechanisms of democracy are under attack. But they are. MYK is fucking right. And I didn't vote for Biden. It was a roll of the dice, as someone said. And it turns up craps because Trump could do some good things, but putting his loyalists ahead of competence, not good. Mike turned out to be pretty right, and I hate saying that. And we'll see who the heroes are, right? And some people, politicians, are making this is their chance to start against Trump. I think there's a senator, is it from Massachusetts? Cory Booker, I think his name. And that's fine because it serves the public will, which is to counter or speak up against what I think are violations of our Constitution. And this Epstein thing is an easy one to focus all of us on the obvious, that there seems to be a cover-up. And one thing I mentioned, and that other people will, of course, is this Maxwell person, co-conspirator with Epstein, was convicted 20 years. And after she spoke to a former personal attorney for Trump, now associate attorney general. Weeks later, Maxwell's transferred. What? There is jabber. There's no link. There, if I'm here, there will be. I thought the link was a way for that guy to buy bots. I'm no, I dig Lauren, but you're calling her a criminal, and she's not. But I'm not afraid to bring up that issue. I think it's something she's got to, if she wants to be here, to deal with it. I asked her about it. She said she was in jail for 24 hours, right? And she'll probably talk about it. So it's not like I look the other way. I want to ask her about why, but it didn't seem the time or place. But I will, because she's going to have to speak about it if she's coming back here. Check out this stream. Whoosh is fighting hacks. Whoosh is really not a factor. Maybe he's gone somewhere else, and he is. He's not a factor in our little world. He's not a factor on Mace. So Whoosh and hacks. Whoosh can be top tier, I think, with hacks, who's a nothing. But they're fighting, and that's kind of it doesn't have to be a star. People fighting. I mean, it helps. It helps. Like, anyway. There's SHA, Sprout, Red Sauce, always not. It's a female, I think. Aren't you like in Europe or something? Red Sauce. Did Poopy Handler sneak in? I don't know. I don't want Poopy. I had it too. I went on his stream because he goes low, and he won't let me talk. I mean, I'd probably be willing to. He won't let me talk. And that's like Alex. And if you're not real smart, it's a good strategy. But if you're smart, you can handle people. It's weak sauce. There's RJ's lady. You like Josh X. I was getting along with Josh X, saying how honest. And then as a stream, I haven't replayed it yet. Toward the end of last stream, like I think I'm fighting with Vids and Josh X, and it got low. And this may be the end. Is it like the boy who cried wolf? Because I've said I'm going down later. But look at something's wrong with the views and all of that. The botting is. I'm not doxing Marie. So critical. There's Jabber. I'm trying to charm Jabber a little bit, but with the truth. This is a very talented, it's either one lady, two ladies, or three, but very talented. And I appreciate, you showed my hair. That's all I want. Like Allie, she comes off as so calm. Allie made a cartoon of an old man. She was saying, it's me, I'm not old. And in the cartoon, the old guy was in a wheelchair and shitting little shit pellets. I'm going, wow, this is kind of low, kind of good. But Allie, you're showing how low you can go. And Allie, I don't think she's coming back. I think Allie tried to fight off May, but she's just not charismatic. Or I think people got you, Allie, because you didn't go the full money with your remorse. You can go on Andy's and he'll be nicer to you than me, but I don't think he did you favors, because we know you're complicit, and any chance for Allie to come back, in my mind, would be express remorse, because people go beyond the pale, right? Like when Poon wished grape on what later became Evil Abe's girlfriend, that was too much. I think when Sue falsely accused May or anyone of swatting, saying her kid was so upset an ambulance was in the way, going too far. And they're trying to find it on me, but I don't go too far. So they have to lie. Because the last years, when I stopped working, We do stuff, but it's a much, much smaller life. Now, something might be happening. Really great, groovy, wonderful. But if I'm gone, but even if I remain, I might not tell you. I'm coming toward the end. There's 2 hours. 5-iron is my enemy, but whatever. It's a YouTube enemy. So thank you, Marie. We were, Poon was lying about me. Poon was lying about me, telling me to my face that I got sexual with Marie. Well, not at all. That was one of the greatest SHA segments ever, where we did improv. So Poon kept saying, you're lying. And Marie came up. Marie came up and said it was improv, dummy, nothing sexual. So that was great stream, but it was wasted on a wasted has-been Poon. But thank you, Marie. That segment was great because of you. He doesn't have even good segments anymore. I am ending this. I'm just going down quick now. And 5-iron came in. Rev, ban that, Rebus Creepus. I'm done with you. Get off my butt or whatever you're on. I don't want to hear from you again, Rebus. People, Lauren has a troll or hater. I'm pro Ray and I'm pro Charlotte. So, you know what? I'm gonna tell you without proof, just so I don't pass the buck. The question going around is Brutal Mafia that guy, Jared? I will say no. If I had to bet, because there should have been a mugshot. If the critical people making that video going against Brutal Mafia, if they had his name and they accused him of being a child beater, where was a mugshot? Maybe there's somebody else named that. So, but then somebody says they know for sure that Brutal Mafia is Jared. Then, and I said to this person, where's the mugshot? There's Prime. Actually, Prime I thought was pretty good on the last stream, and Lauren hadn't met him yet, but I don't take Prime that seriously, and I even put him in the title. So Prime has weaseled his way into SHA somehow. I just saw him in chat. So thanks. I might have to go back and read his comment, probably get rid of it. Is that Allie? Prime came in, no guest, because I thought that guy who's buying the bots, and there's not 219 people, there's not over 100, trying to fuck this show up, got in through the link, but that didn't happen. A lot of people showed up in chat. I hope this stays up. You'll notice, probably if you want to replay this or go to part because it's so brilliant today, do it, but it probably won't show up with views going up unless something happens. Will the channel get taken down? Maybe. I won't want it because I'm so good. But then I'll talk myself and say, well, I got taken down at the top, and SHA has done really well. The best it's done since the early years. So thank people for that. The guests were great. Purposely, no. I think I invited Lauren and Brutal, but they didn't come up. If I'm here next time, there's Brutal Mafia came in. I know I didn't stay with chat, but I go too long. I like talking to people in chat. I like talking to myself. Sam Hill, American. You did that horrible comment, but I'm toward the end. So I can't get him. I'm just quickly going through mostly the regulars, and thank you for that. I wish there were more new people. This world seems to be getting less, and that's all. I hope that's not Lay Pervert, by the way, who snuck in. Yeah, I think he's trying to get back in. What a creep. So 5 iron, lot of chat, and we'll end it. Thank you, Red Sauce. Till we meet again, maybe. I tell myself, I think this May Noodles got my docs. Stay tuned. If you don't hear from me, I got out before I'm doxxed. But I'm still having fun.